Yes.
I'm a teacher at Gulfport High School. Mr. East is my superintendent. We have no pressure whatsoever. I develop my curriculum with my team in my school. It is based on Common Core standards, which they were not offered in all this literature. You do not have the standards in this literature. And I was shocked that you did not, because you need to see the standards. I know there's a lot of fear. I'm against the federal government taking over my life too. I'm a teacher, but I'm a citizen too. But there's a more important issue here. We can stop that. We don't have to have them take our children's information. We don't have to do that. But we don't need to throw out something that's going to help our children. What we're doing right now is not working, or what we did in the past. And I've been teaching since 1977, and I've been in the Gulfport School District system for 17 years. And Gulfport School District is the best district in the state. And and Mr. East is a great leader. I've known him for 17 years. And we have not always agreed on everything, but he's my boss. And I have the highest respect for him, that every decision that he makes it with a pure heart. That he wants this school district to excel and his children to excel. And I don't know all these names of these federal people that have been talked about tonight, but I know in my classroom, I know my Megan, I know my the students' names, Myra, I know their names. I know who they are. And I know that they need more than what we've been giving them in the classroom. I want you to look at the standards. There's no evil in the standards. Do we have some bad things going on with federal and all this information intake? That is a problem. But guys, don't throw out something that's really good because it's connected to something that may be bad. Don't throw out the good. Okay. Well, and you know,
thank you so much for your comments, ma'am. We appreciate that, and we encourage everyone to do your homework.
That's right.
The standards are online.
Yes, they are. There's a Common Core website. Anybody can go look at the standards. And you can go to the Mississippi Department of Education website and you can look at Mississippi MCT2 frameworks also, and you can compare and look back to back and see how the standards are changing.
First off, I got to say they referenced my alma mater, Northwest Rankin. That's where I graduated. And I went to Northwest Rankin, and I remember when I was in 9th grade, I had to read this book, and it had all kinds of teen sex and drug use and suicide. I don't know. I guess they're coming after Romeo and Juliet next. So that, bad joke. Okay. This is my 3rd year at Gulfport, and before I came here, I taught for 5 years in Jackson Public Schools, and Jackson Public Schools followed the old curriculum to the letter, and we know the state that Jackson Public Schools is in right now. I can't begin to describe how great it is to be able to make my own curriculum, to do what I want to do in the classroom. I teach government and economics, so the Constitution stuff we've been talking about, the inaccuracies of that aside, it's really amazing some of the things that I get to do. Without fail, I'll go to Mr. Lindsay once a month and say, look, I have this great idea, and I run it by him. And what does he say? We'll better the students' education. We'll better their lives. Yeah, it will. Do it. What do you need? What do you need to do? Do it. I mean, it really is this great thing when, as a teacher, I get to go in and say, this is what I want to do. This is how it'll make the kids' lives better. Can I do it? And they say yes. Not, where does it fit in the curriculum? What does MDE say about it? When they say, do it, if it's going to be good for the kids, do it. Never have I heard, don't speak out against this. Don't.
what about the parents?
It's not the curriculum, it's the standards.
Mr. Ace made the mention that we're 50th in the state, or 50th in the country. Obviously, we haven't been doing right. Obviously, what we've been doing isn't right. Mississippi, I want to make more money, but I can't make more money because we don't have more jobs. We don't have the industry. Why? Because if I own a major corporation, if I own IBM, if I own a major plant, our kids are not smart enough to work in those plants.
Let me make a comment here. Let me make a comment here.
We may have time for another question.
I need to beg to differ with his opinion on our students. My daughter was schooled on the old Mississippi frameworks at a rural high school about 50 miles from here. And she was not a genius by any means, but she had good teachers and she had a good school. And one thing that David Coleman is not changing are the advanced placement exams. And my daughter, who was schooled in this rural high school on these frameworks that are supposed to be substandard, just clept 3 Englishes and 1 history.
All right, folks, it's now 8:15. We're going to close this meeting because we are working. No, sir, you're done. Thank you. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your support in coming out tonight. Go home, do your homework. Angela Hill is on Facebook.